Well, hello friends, Mark Holmes here, and as always I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, it ain't working. Without you guys. You know me, I'm constantly busy. I put together some racks that are on the way. Some of you great subscribers who donated to the channel as prize winnings, or some of you great fans that have actually ordered some. Either way, I got that done, and now I'm down here working on this. So, I love the fact that it's warming up, and that I have TV down here. It is after 4 o'clock, I believe, and it's 24 hours away from the deadline to get Dak Prescott tagged. And the Cowboys basically realize that if we don't get it done by tomorrow, then we'll tag him and buy ourselves some more time. And more than likely, that's what's going to happen. But they feel like they're progressing towards that. But I want to address something. Acho is back on Speak for Yourself today. Joy Reid is back on the turd. So let me turn this on real quick so we can listen to it. See if the YouTube police get me on this one.
Face edit done.
All right, I want to address something here because I get tired of this whole narrative about weapons, that you got this, that, and the other. You mean an aging Tyron Smith getting back? An aging, a guy who's missed a minimum of 3 games every year for the last 5 seasons? Are you talking about La'el Collins, who we don't know what happened as far as his hip coming back? Are we talking about a running back that's been past the 4-year, which is always the peak of productivity? Dan Quinn, who got run out of Atlanta as a defensive coordinator? And oh, by the way, as you go through, because see, this is the thing that kills me. What you have to look at, because they always say Dak's got great weapons. The weapons that Dak Prescott has, he'll be great. But what if hypothetically, the weapons are partially as good as they are because of the quarterback? Now, as we talk about like our coach, you know, he was a Super Bowl winning coach with Aaron Rodgers, but it's funny, he had Aaron Rodgers, the best quarterback in football, but couldn't replicate it. Especially when he had a great defenses when they won it. But let me compare something, apples to oranges here. I should have done this in my workshop so I can pull it up. But you can pull this up. Because the question I have is, are the receivers that he has great and are helping Dak Prescott? Or is it that Dak Prescott is helping his receivers? Because right here, I don't know if you guys can see these numbers. Here's what's interesting. Let's just take Randall Cobb. Randall Cobb, who had arguably one of the best quarterbacks in the history of football throwing to him. In 2015, he had 79 catches, 829 yards, 10.5 yards per reception. Okay? 2014, he had 1,287, 14.1 yards per completion. Incredible numbers. But after 2015, 2016, 610, 10 yards completion. 2017, 66 completions, 653 yards, 9.9. 2018, 383 yards, 38 completions, 10.1 yards. And when Green Bay let him go, they looked at him going downhill. They're pretty much like he's done. In fact, Cowboy fans, when we signed him, are like, he's done. Why do we sign him? But here's an amazing thing. With Dak Prescott, you know, dink and dunk Dak Trashcott, a guy who doesn't help anybody become better. He got 55 receptions, 828 yards. His highest completion yardage, highest, 15.1. That's more yards per completion than with Aaron Rodgers throwing to him as a slot receiver. In fact, that was the most yards he had since 2014. So a guy who they thought was roadkill ended up having a really good season with the Cowboys. So good, in fact, that he signed a 3-year deal with the Houston Texans with another one of these great quarterbacks that we say, you know, he's head and shoulders above Dak Prescott, right? One of the things they say about a franchise quarterback is a franchise quarterback elevates people around them. It's kind of funny that after having 15.1 yards per completion with the Cowboys, 828 yards, he goes to Deshaun Watson, becomes basically the number one guy because they got rid of Hopkins. 11.6 and 38 receptions. Literally half the numbers, half of the yardage that he had with Dak Prescott. So as I listen to these guys who will say, go get Deshaun Watson, that Dak Prescott's not that guy, it's amazing how, and you can do the same thing with Amari Cooper. You can look at Derek Carr throwing to him and then with the Cowboys. But they always say it's because of the great weapons that he has. Well, we saw with the great weapons what Andy Dalton did with them, didn't we? Yeah. This is the bullshit. Now, this is what you got to understand. These shows are great for entertainment, but if you're thinking stuff factual is actually coming out of it, it's really not. It's really there to get your attention and cause an emotion. Yeah. I'll finish them off here.
With the Dak's in a no.
I'm so happy that the weather's getting warm. And I got to buff this thing. Woo! It's looking pretty. Hope I see you guys tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern. Thank you for watching the Jobu Sports Report. I'll see you tonight.